Okay, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last part we left off just after we finished the prologue and we landed on this beach. If I sound a little bit stuffy, it's because I just sneezed 13 times in a row. So yes, that's how fall allergy season is going right now. Also, I lowered the mic volume by 20%, so hopefully it will be less loud compared to the game, and hopefully it will pick up less on my mouse and keyboard so they won't be as distracting. Excuse me. I did try not to cough into your ear. I apologize. So yeah, part 2, let's go. I'm gonna make sure I highlight things because otherwise I don't notice them. Reminder that this is our Drow Bard, Kel'fein, and we just landed on this beach. Let's go. I see Shadowheart.
What's up for discussion?
I could reach for the artifact, but I feel like that would wake her up anyway and also make her mad, and I don't want to make her mad, so let's just wake her up.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I see you sneaking the artifact away. Perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention?
The Divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
You want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Oh, I'm flattered. Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Yeah, it's just because even in video games, I cannot force myself to make evil choices. I just can't do it. So let's start by going to camp. Well, saving and then going to camp. I'm sorry for saving so much. I'm a compulsive saver because I have lost so much gameplay before because I forgot to save. I just do it on instinct now. Alright, what do I have in my pockets? Supply pack, nice. Don't need that sack. That. I'll split the potions of healing with camp. Scroll of Revivify. Always, always, always have a Scroll of Revivify on you. It is essential. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of anything that isn't wearable and then sort through arms and armor. Everything else can go into the communal camp trunk. After this first save, I will probably, unless I'm updating a character, I will probably cut out or pause during the parts where I'm sorting through inventory, because it gets so tedious and cuts very far into the hour I can spend recording. I'm gonna have to watch this back before posting just to see how bad the coughing sounds. Okay, already decided hand crossbow is out. I have a rapier, so I'm not gonna do the hand axes. Light crossbow, I'm not proficient with scimitars. Short sword does less damage than the rapier. I'm proficient with both. Simple jerkin is actually better armor than the simple robe. And hey, why not put on a ring? It's not enchanted or anything, but what else? Oops. And sort through Shadowheart's inventory too. For the way I play, these characters don't need alchemies, bags, or keychains, because I keep all the alchemy ingredients and keys. It's just easier than sorting through everyone's pockets.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Well, I mean, you did just crash on the beach, so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Let's talk to Shadowheart.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Something the matter?
What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
We all have secrets. What do you think of all that's happened to us so
We
far?
haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
Crashing on a beach in an illithid nautiloid, maybe? Having tadpoles in our heads? Like, I feel like a lot has happened.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. We've no solid leads right now, though. We'd best get hunting. If you discover anything that might help us, I'm all ears.
What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us not to stay together if we get on well.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family, a friend, a lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Received and understood. How am I holding up in your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
Oh, if you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Alright, I meant to send some of this stuff over to Shadowheart, see if she needs it, before I go digging in the camp trunk to see what else I need.
What's hiding here?
Okay, potion of healing. Okay, take a few of those. Don't have any other potions or poisons right now. I do have a scroll. Something I can throw like a grenade. Take that. Wait, why do I still have... Okay, Shadowheart's turn. Alright. Send that to inventory. My usual lineup is antidotes, healing potions, scroller for Vivify, thieves' tools, trap disarm tools, water, because you can throw it on fire to put it out, and then I also stock up with like potions and poisons and scrolls, etc. But since we're just starting out, we have none of that. I forgot how kind of it's more fun in the beginning almost, because you have to be a little more stingy with when you use stuff. You can't just use it in every battle.
At least things have stayed interesting. These boots have seen everything. I'll fill that one later.
Quick save before I end the day. I like to camp after meeting each party member, because that gives us the opportunity to talk to them, get to know them, and have any cutscenes with them that the story is ready to throw at us.
I need a quick word.
You strike me as the reliable sort. But are you sure this is a good idea?
Sure, what is a good idea?
There are lit fuses in our heads. Sooner or later, they're going to blow. Each hour that passes, the thing inside us grows. We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
I mean, this is what I want to say, but I'm trying to make Shadowheart like me also. And this is a mod. This is not standard for the game. I just like knowing what I'm getting into, because sometimes I don't... Sometimes I read the text and I don't quite understand what it's going to sound like to the other character. And it's like, I'll click on something that sounds perfectly benign, and then they get mad about it. I'm like, oh, oops, that was a mistake. So I needed a little help.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
Here goes nothing. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
The dark is familiar, but not comforting. It is a struggle to sink into your trance, weaving together memory, ambition, and purpose. You picture a cup, ancient and elven, priceless. Drinking from it honors the dead, those lost to Lolth's predation. Fire spills across your thoughts. Dragons.
Wait, I'm a Seldarine Drow, right?
The tadpole slithers, twisting deeper into your skull. Your head is about to burst. The memory consumes your mind, corrupting the trance.
I've never had this particular cutscene before, so I'm unsure what to go with. Refuse to break. Anything can be endured in the trance.
The fire fades, a meaningless distraction. You hold the cup again, ignoring the crack along its belly, and drink. As the trance stabilizes, your breath deepens. Be it cure or cage, something must be done about the tadpole. Every night that passes is another night the monster inside you grows.
Something the matter?
Alright, back to the beach. Ooh, people died in the crash.
Let's move.
Oh, I'm going backward.
No one back home will ever believe this. No time to rest?
Let's give you a chance to look around at the scenery. This is as zoomed in as I can get. Crash and some pretty cliffs in the distance. And that's all I can see for now.
Let's have a look.
This is the part of the game where I start sticking my nose everywhere because you never know what you'll find, so sometimes it takes me a while to work my way through an area. Mostly I stick to crates and barrels because everything else is a toss-up.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Ooh, more grass.
More for me? What's inside? All right. What now? Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Shanties to the Witch Queen. We have Mother. I believe that is the goddess Umberly. Yay, we like fresh food. Fresh food is good. Well, less happy about looting the bodies of the dead, but that is also a major component of most games, so. A letter from Anna to Sai. I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again. And again. And keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so's staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. So presumably this is either Anna or Sai. Lovely. It's not really important to the game, it's just like background flavor text, but I don't know. I feel like reading them makes the world feel a little bit richer. Not that it's not rich enough already. Larian did amazing with this game. What do I click on? There's so many options. Oh, waypoint discovered. Save.
What to do?
Okay, and I'm leaving this door for now. You'll see why later. Just because I want a full party before we get into any fights.
Still breathing, despite everything.
My first playthrough, I opened that door with just me and Shadowheart, and didn't go great for us. Abducted commoners, so they came from the Nautiloid.
More of those wretched things.
Ooh, more intellect devourers.
Let's get going. Violin, which I already have. I could sell that. Can't give up now.
And they're about to attack us, aren't they? Yep.
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance or this will be a short fight.
Here we go. Shadowheart, piercing shot to the devourer. The way Shadowheart just walked straight across fire. That's why I like to carry water jugs around, because you can throw them and they'll shatter and put out the fire.
Heading there.
Oof, volume down. That is loud. Flourish. Nice. Granted, it's just knocked down, but after the battle, we can like either leave it or kill it.
Breathe deep and move.
You know, Shadowheart, if you didn't just like walk straight through fire, that wouldn't be an issue. Worth a try.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Piercing strike.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Another day, another time. traps, please. Never a dull moment. Moving in, looking ahead.
Basic poison.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Open up. Might be useful. I've got a long road ahead. No one's stopped me yet. No one back home will ever believe this. I should speak up.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
I could tell him to kill it himself, but I'll go ahead and give it a go.
There. Can
Sorry.
you see it?
Perception fail.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need them alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
Okay. Granted, I don't have the greatest chance of success at a melee attack, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna headbutt him. I'm probably not gonna do very well at this. Huh, nat 20. Okay. Well, actually, it wasn't a nat 20,
You
but
wretched little...
20.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same thing were the roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'll introduce myself. Just a basic introduction.
A pleasure. So, Do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately. They'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
And once again, going to take a break at camp to settle in the new character and make sure we have everybody armed and armored properly.
Whips and blades, always.
I'll leave Shadowheart's loadout alone because just did that. Starion, what do you bring to the party?
Watch your back.
All right. What now? Something's on my mind.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
No one stopped me yet.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
Must be on my way.
How do you feel?
Fine. Much better than I thought I would, given the circumstances.
Yes, me as well. Besides the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. I feel good. It's so strange. Do you remember the voice aboard the ship?
It's been hard to forget.
Yes. Almost like it's whispering to me still. The voice said I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think that means?
Sounds like it had plans for us.
Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer.
Well, yes, we're
Well,
working
I've
on
said my
that.
piece. Get some rest.
Good grief. Sometimes I get tired of the companions all yelling, "We need to find a healer." It's like, what do you think I'm working on right now? Level up. Do I not already have Disguise Self, or is that my other playthrough? Ooh, this looks fun. Honestly, I'm gonna take Dissonant Whispers just because it sounds like the kind of fun and creepy ability I'd like to have. Although, I use all of these. I don't want to replace them. Okay. Scene. No new spells, so I'll just keep the ones I've got. Nothing new here. Same weapons and armor.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, I forgot to
What's
get into
in
the
here?
Traveler's Chest. Healing potions. Scroll of Revivify. Thieves' tools. I don't have trap disarm tools yet. That's what you have Astarion in your party for. No potions, but I do have poison. No arrows, but I do have scrolls. A scroll. And something like something grenade-like. That'll do.
No time to rest. Have a lot on my mind. And, well,
Almost
Really?
pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
light on my feet.
What now?
I so often, my other playthrough, I'm romancing Astarion, so I always have him in my party, and I was looking in the wrong place for his character portrait. Okay, well, a rogue. I always have Astarion dual wield, and that's not going to work for that, so 2 daggers and a bow.
Yes, please.
Healing potions. He already has a scroll of Revivify, thank God. I only have the one hand crossbow, so that's kind of pointless at this point.
Quick step. Don't touch me.
Let's move.
Yes?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Go to bed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going to bed myself. Not suspicious at all.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad.
I want to have a word.
Need something?
And here we go to pick up the next party member. I mean, that's basically what the first couple hours of the game are. Going around and picking up all the people you're going to travel with.
If not over, then through. Shouldn't have wished to live in more There, a mind flayer, and it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
No, you should be furious, shouldn't you?
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Do I concentrate on its thoughts and try to move in? Or do I break free while I have the chance? It's a DC 10, so it's kind of 50-50. Although I can get a bonus from Shadowheart, because she has guidance. Yay!
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Resist the intrusion with everything you have.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Anything I can use? Don't think so.
Let's get going.
Dead goblins.
Something good here, I hope.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
I didn't mean to actually use the healing potion. I meant to send it to camp. I always misclick.
Can't give up now. What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
Part of me really wants to just slap the hand. I feel like this is a bad time to ask who they are. I should just focus on getting them out. Attune yourself to the sigil's magic, then bid it to quiet down. Didn't know bards could do that. My other character is a sorcerer.
It's working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
Introductions? No, I'm going to say, no need to apologize. Are you alright? I'm going to be nice.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Never mind the Nautiloid, how did you get stuck in that stone?
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
To be honest, I haven't a clue.
Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
Could not have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite? Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone.
Well, the last one held a knife to my throat, so...
kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
And back to camp we go. Sorry, but it's important for setting up the story.
A long way to go still.
What a day. Your desire?
do?
You're not versed in magic, are you?
I'm not? Why do you ask?
No matter to worry the unlettered over. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master.
At least things have stayed interesting.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
How much farther can I go? Anything of use? Is that blood? No, never mind. Looking ahead.
I wasn't expecting it, but
With haste. I've got a long road ahead.
Well, hello.
Gonna have to get Gale a ranged weapon, because spells are all well and good until you run out of spell slots. And then you're really gonna want a bow.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes.
Moving ahead. Never a dull moment.
The air is ripe with magic.
Yeah, I'll stick with evocation. Evoke. Expeditious Retreat means you gain dash immediately and as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends. Which can be really handy. I only get 2. I'll go with Featherfall. Witch Bolt. Don't like Thunderwave because I always forget it also affects your party members. So I have those 2 already. Still have 4 more. That could be useful. Not proficient. Okay, so he has a quarterstaff. And for ranged weapons, I mean, he has spells, but eventually those spell slots run out. I want him to have a bow. Alright, Gale, let's go look in the inventory chest and see what we've got.
In for a surprise?
I have no other bows right now, so stuck with spells it is, I guess. Eventually I'll buy everybody some nicer weapons and armor, or we'll acquire it from
At the ready.
loot or whatever's lying around. But it does drive me a bit nuts not having a bow.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
How can I help?
Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
I want to know about more than your hobbies. Can you tell me something about the real you?
Certainly. That I have a great respect for privacy, for instance, especially my own.
I respect that. I'm not going to try peering into his mind, that's mean. I mean, considering we're supposed to be friends. Alright, Gale, I respect that.
Should mind my step.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
How long since you killed someone? Days? Hours?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals, boars, deer. kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. It feels so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
I do. I believe you.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear.
Fine, but not a drop more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
That's enough. Not one! Jesus.
You lean into him, losing yourself. You can feel your blood racing, coursing through both your bodies. A gentle, numb feeling starts to spread.
I've actually never failed that save before, so... Stop. It's too much. Okay. Got that one.
Of course. I was just swept up in the moment. But it worked. I feel good. Strong. Happy.
Well, then I'm looking forward to seeing you fight.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
And we're now bloodless. Awesome. There's an amulet later on that can help with that. We don't have it yet. Okay, and as much of a cliffhanger as that is, we are at the hour point, and I haven't exchanged my new Spectrum equipment yet, so I'm going to keep it at an hour until I do that, and probably for most episodes. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions or you'd like to make a suggestion, and see you next time. Bye.